reporter Toni Fox brings us a profile of a globally recognized public speaker, author, and an award-winning entrepreneur. We'll meet Galit Ventura Rozen. A special edition of Sidewalks Entertainment starts right now.
As a sales expert and award-winning entrepreneur, Galit Ventura Rozen started her journey as an entrepreneur in commercial real estate over 25 years ago as a broker.
What set me on the path to becoming an entrepreneur is I didn't want people to tell me or anyone to tell me what I could or couldn't do. When my friends were graduating from college, when we were getting our first degree, which I got in business, everybody was scrambling. You've got to get a job before you graduate. You've got to have a job offer. And I started watching them and realized, I don't think I like the idea of somebody telling me what I can or cannot do. And that's what started the path for me to becoming an entrepreneur and exploring the avenue that a lot of times we're not taught in school that is an option for us.
She owns and operates commercial professionals and has sold over $700 million in properties. She has made it her mission to show women as a business expert how to reach 7+ figures in their business through sales success.
And the thing that put me on the successful path that I am today as an entrepreneur is focus. You've got to have focus. Recognizing that I can't do everything myself. Learning that delegating and building successful teams is the key to the success of an entrepreneur. Also wanting to learn every single day. I recognize that I don't know everything, so I'm constantly reading, listening to audiobooks, watching shows because I want to be better at what I do and learn from the best. And then the last thing really that put me through success is I've been called a hustler. I've been called that often. Galit, you're a hustler. You don't go out there and assume that it's going to show up for you at your door or people are going to call you. You go out, you make the calls, you set up the networking meetings, you reach out to the right people. So those are the things that definitely put me on that path. I get asked often what motivates me, and the first thing that I always say as a mom of 3 is my kids. Because I want them to always know they can be and do whatever they want without society telling them the path that they need to take. And now I have 3 adult children and they're really on that path. But the second thing that really motivates me, in all honesty, is the everyday person, the everyday woman. For me, I focus a lot on women now just because I've been in a male-dominated industry for 27 years, which, by the way, I love. But I look out in the audience, if it's men and women, or if it's just women, and I think if I can help or motivate or inspire one person to make one different choice today, just one, because it becomes a domino effect, that's what motivates me, because I work one person at a time.
She even created the Speaker's Method, showing entrepreneurs how to use their area of expertise to become a professionally paid speaker.
I make a lot of jokes about the fact that I became an entrepreneur so I wouldn't have to be interviewed and have to deal with having a job. I cannot tell you how often I am interviewed now for the job of speaker. And many times I'll be on a Zoom call, because Zoom's the thing, with 4 and 5 people. It happened to me last week. And they'll just start throwing questions at you. So first, I like to joke about that. But my focus first and foremost is I will speak to those people that are hiring me and say, how can I benefit your audience most? Now, of course, they're hiring me for a specific topic. If it's leadership or mindset or success or well-being, whatever it might be, business. But at the end of the day, I don't show up and say, this is my talk. This is all I do. This is what I'm planning. No, I actually customize my talk to that audience. I like to learn about them. I like to hear about what those people that are hiring me want to accomplish by hiring me as a keynote speaker. I actually have to set boundaries in my business because I love what I do. If you don't have passion and you don't show passion, nobody's going to want to work with you to make that goal happen.
As a sought-after and internationally recognized public speaker, Galit has appeared on ABC, NBC, and Fox as an expert on mindset, leadership, and business.
The reason I chose to write the book, The Successful Woman's Mindset, is because about 7 years ago, I was asked to speak at a local chapter of the National Association of Women Business Owners, and I was brainstorming ideas with myself of what topic I wanted to talk on. I actually came up with that title then. They called my talk The Successful Woman's Mindset. For probably about 4 to 6 months after that in the community, because I spoke where I live in Las Vegas, women would come up to me at events and share with me how powerful that talk was for them and the thing that they walked away with. And it was one of the first times I spoke in a larger group. I think there was about 80 to 100 people. And I was really just getting my feet wet in a sense with the professional speaking. And the chapter that the most women have said that has impacted them the most in my book is the chapter She Believes She Can. Because as women specifically, and I did write this book for women, but a lot of men have read it, that chapter specifically talks about the fact as women that we will go tell our best friend or our son or our daughter or our mom or our sister or our student or our coworker how wonderful they are and that we believe in them. But when it comes to ourselves, we don't do that.
Galit is the co-founder of the Everyday Woman's Movement, where she teaches women and they receive the tools and guidance to get more clients and become more visible.
So the mission of Everyday Woman is first and foremost to inspire and motivate and educate women to recognize that they have the ability to be entrepreneurs if they choose. A lot of our network are also professionals, but for the professional women, it's, okay, do you want to go for this promotion? Okay, I want to do something different. I don't love what I do. So the true mission is to support them. And the reason that we built Everyday Woman is, at the end of the day, if somebody doesn't know who you are, you can't make a difference in their life. If it's offering your services or selling that product that you're so passionate about. And a lot of times women don't realize that visibility is the key because it's not always comfortable. We want it to be about other people when we're heart-centered, like a lot of the women in our community, but you've got to put yourself out there. You've got to share what you do. You've got to tell people the benefits. You've got to recognize that if they don't know who you are, you're not going to be able to do what you were meant to do. As someone that's a leader, I believe that we have an obligation to really teach the next generation. So all that work that you're doing out there, either as a vendor or as a property manager, that's going to go to waste in a few years, 10, 20, doesn't matter, 30, when you do not teach the next generation. For me, my top big project right now is becoming a top motivational speaker in the United States, but more than that, helping and setting the path for other women to do that. And that's why I created the speaker method, because so many women will go out there and speak for free in their organizations or in their local communities, not realizing that there are speakers out there getting paid a lot of money by conferences and organizations. And why is it that we'll see a conference that's being advertised and 9 out of 10 speakers are men? I mean, we all know men, love men, good for this is not about them. Women can do it just as good, if not better sometimes. So that's one of my big projects right now, is getting out there more and more, speaking more consistently, speaking on what I consider bigger stages, not because I care about the bigger stage, but because that way I can make more of an impact.
Thank you very much, Galit Ventura Rozen. You can learn more about her and find her links at sidewalkstv.com. For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit us at sidewalkstv.com, our YouTube channel, And don't forget to follow us on social media.